Welcome. Now this is a completely different video, but I'm gonna put it on this site anyway and on my other one, but it's a bit unusual video for sure. Now all us guys out there always like to play around with drones, right? Now many years ago we used to get those cheap little drones. They weren't very expensive, didn't work all that well, had terrible picture quality or camera quality on them, but we still played with them for a bit and then that was it. But they've come a long way since then. And I had an inkling of, seeing some shots online that people were getting with these drones, and I was thinking there's quite a few areas around where I am where they would actually take some really good shots up in the air, looking at some cliffs like the White Cliffs of Dover sort of thing. And I was thinking, but I really need a good camera on it because I'm not going to settle for just crap. So I was online looking at loads of them. There is millions of them out there, isn't there? But the one that caught my eye really was the DJI Mavic Air 2, because it seemed to handle quite easily and the picture quality was very, very good. It was very smooth, very stable. And I watched loads of videos on that Mavic Air 2 and they all looked very good. And it had obstacle avoidance features as well, which was great if you're first flying because it would avoid objects where you might not have. And it also had a follow one where you could follow you along as well. And I thought that was pretty damn good. But the price tag for me in the UK here was £769. That's a lot of money. And I might very well take all these pictures I want to take and then it would be over and that would be it. And that's a lot of money for just a few pictures, isn't it? And the picture on the left is the Mavic Air 2. But then I saw they had the Mavic Mini, which was half the price. Of course, it's half the size as well. So back online I went looking at videos of the Mavic Mini to see how it worked, what the video quality was like. And for a small drone like that, the image quality was very, very good still. Alright, it didn't have obstacle avoidance features or follow, I don't believe, but it had many other ones. And people said that the distance it travelled was very good as well. And it was only £369. Well, only, that's still a lot of money to take some shots of stuff. But I was sold, really, and then off I went to go get one and click on buy. But then I waited for a second and thought, just a minute. They use your phone to control the drone, and would my phone be good enough? My phone is only about 3 months old. It is a big smartphone and it's Android. And so I read up on their site. And yes, it has an application you download and put on your phone for Android and for iPhones. Well, that sounds okay. Mind you, your phone had to be Android 6 or above, and mine was 8.1, so no problem there. But then accidentally I found a video of people who really didn't connect through their Android to the drone, and they're having big problems. So I delved in deeper and found out that many people were having problems. Lots of people have bought the Mavic Mini, and it arrived and they couldn't install the application to fly the drone, so they had a paperweight. One person was flying the drone, not very well apparently, and it just took off, and he never saw it again. Still, I was very interested in getting this drone anyway. Went onto their site and downloaded the application onto my phone, and then installed it. And it said, application not installed. I guess I got a phone that it doesn't work on. Because it's Android, of course. I believe it works on mostly all iPhones. That tells you something, doesn't it? I believe this drone came out in 2019, I'm not 100% sure. But apparently they still haven't fixed the software issues it has with Android, because many people still can't use it. And I'm glad I didn't order it to find out that I couldn't use it unless I bought a new phone. And there is a list of phones from Android that it works on, and the list is not very big. And of course my phone isn't mentioned. But they do mention the Samsung Galaxy S20 Plus, and that's only £680. So, shall I get one just to be able to fly a £369 drone? I don't think so. Obviously this company seems to be in bed with Apple somewhere along the line. Here's an idea, DJI. Why don't you just make a controller that comes with the drone? Then they'll always work. It's a shame really, because they do tend to make very good drones by the look of it. But I'll never know, will I? So this video is just a kind of a heads up to anybody out there who's looking for a drone. And this is about the Mavic Mini, and also, I suspect, the Mavic Air 2 as well. You've got to have the right phone, otherwise completely forget it. I have looked at some other drones as well that wasn't DJI, and they never seemed quite as good for the money, because the Mavic Mini is probably your best buy if you're starting off with your first drone. Because the reason why you usually buy a drone is probably to take pictures or video. So that's why a really cheap drone that may fly alright probably doesn't have the correct camera on it. Another reason why I made this video is because I don't believe a lot of people know about that and about Android and the Mavic Mini. They don't really advertise it. What they should say, it's only made for iPhones, but they don't. They say it's made for all, but it is not. And like I say, I believe this has been out for some time. If it was any good company, it would fix the problem, but it hasn't actually fixed it. I think it's had an update, but it still hasn't fixed a lot of the issues with Android that it has. Because still a lot of people can't use their phone with their new Mavic Mini. And I'm still feeling for that guy that actually had it working on his Android phone. And then eventually, I think it was his second, third flight, it took off and he never saw it again. Also be aware of when you buy it, if you buy one, it has the insurance you can buy extra. Watch out, because it doesn't cover hardly anything, so be careful. I'm not saying DJI is a bad company. They make some damn good drones. They're just getting a bit lost, aren't they?